Divorced Dad Diaries, Day 31, Part 2. My dad once wisely said to me that sometimes there will come a time in your life where you have to make a choice between sticking it out or making a change, and neither choice is easy. I chose to make a change 1 month ago, and today I'm going to celebrate by going on a roadie, a journey to mark the still beginnings of my new journey. So first off, I've got to go get petrol, and then I've got to pop over to Macca's and get a free coffee with all those reward points I still have stacked up. And then it's getting on the highway and heading south. So first flying through Utakaya, flying through Ashburton, making a stop at old Tim's place, before eventually arriving in Oamaru at the first primary school that I ever attended. Although back when I attended, it was called Oamaru South School, so that was a wee while ago. Some real quick fun facts. I got in trouble with my mum from my first school report here because it said I was a slacker. I once got in trouble also for writing my name on the ground, and someone caught me, obviously, because it was my own name, and, you know, I denied it. That Daniel graffiti must have been a different Daniel. Also, when I first arrived in the North Island, my teachers pointed out that I had a bit of a South Island accent, and to this day I still have friends give me shtick about the Gore accent, as they call it. And now I'm sitting outside what might be my old house on Test Street. There's this... I left here when I was about 8 or 9, so there's this weird disconnect between how everything looks in my memory and how it actually looks in real life. Everything is just different. Especially because I remember there being a place where my dad used to take me for walks, like somewhere down the end of the street. So I think I'm going to go see if I can find that. Sure enough, I found a walk and the views were stunning, but I remembered as a kid us finding some like World War II bunkers, and I was never sure whether I actually imagined that or whether they were there. So naturally I had to go pop over to the forest, although I remember the trees being a lot bigger when I was a child, and I remember the walks being a lot longer too. Funny that. I also ran into a couple of rather cute pests while I was over there. And sure enough, I found it. Once upon a time, there was a big bloody artillery cannon right here. 15-second history lesson. After Pearl Harbor, New Zealand was worried the Japanese Imperial Army was going to come here, so we built some bunkers, and this is one of them. I haven't actually been to a beach since the separation, so I popped over to this one, but I should plan a proper beach day one day. But otherwise, once that was done, I popped over to my hotel, which was, yeah, quite nice actually, although the room itself looks just like a very generic room. Big bathroom though, which is always nice. So I just had to make 3 trips to get everything up here because I put everything in my bag, got it up here, unloaded, realised, oh, I left my tripod in the car. So went down to the car, got my tripod, came back up, and then went, where's my phone? So I put it down on the seat, picked up the tripod, left my phone there for some reason. So I actually had some reservations about this trip. First off, I just kind of felt guilty. I was like, this going away, spending a night in a hotel, just felt kind of gratuitous. But I just needed to know, you know, it's for me, it's a treat for me. I'm not going to do it very often. I shouldn't feel guilty about it. And then I started to feel anxious because I was like, oh, I don't think I've been on a 3-hour road trip down by myself before, on a road I hadn't been down before. I've driven down to Ashburton, but it hadn't actually gone further than that. And I think I kind of found my limit a little bit. I think 3 hours is a good time slot, because in that last half hour I was already starting to phase out. You know, nobody to talk to, just sitting in the car. Could have had an accident, I wouldn't have even known. But this video is already getting kind of long. I gotta go get some food. I'm starving, so I'm just gonna go wander the town and see what I find. And it took me almost no time at all to find this place called Fat Sally's, and I figured any place called Fat Sally's has got to be good, right? They had that pretty typical pub menu, so naturally I ordered the ribs, which were fantastic. I probably demolished them in about 2 minutes flat. They even give you the little bowls so you can clean off your hands with. And once that was done, I noticed that they have a live gig tonight at about 10 p.m. So I'm going to go back to my hotel, put on my PJs, put my feet up, watch some TV. If I'm still awake by 10, I'll head out, but otherwise I will catch you on the flip side.